Hey guys, so I finished Resident Evil 7 and I wanted to make a video talking about what I want or hope for from the series moving forward. I think it's safe to say that the game has performed really well both critically and in terms of sales. 2.5 million copies were shipped in its launch week, and while it shipped fewer copies than the previous game, Capcom have already recouped the game's development costs, which is great. So what are my brief thoughts on the game? I think it's great. I was skeptical going into it, and I think that lowered expectations helped me enjoy the game even more because I was expecting the worst. I'm so glad I was wrong though. Resident Evil 7 is pretty much Resident Evil just in first person. And when I look back at the game, I can totally see it being played in the classic third person style and would still be amazing. In my previous video, I was afraid that the game would take itself too seriously and not include some of the more comical, hokey, or cheesy aspects that the series is known to have, and I'm glad to say that those moments are still there. When you solve a puzzle and have the main character actually say,
"Who builds this shit?"
I think the game is pretty self-aware at how absurd and some of the puzzles or situations are. And not to forget the crazy chainsaw battle you had with Jack. It was actually this boss fight that made me realize that I was playing a Resident Evil game because of how stupidly awesome the whole fight was, and not to forget the cheesy one-liners. So with that said, what do I want from the next game in the series? Even though RE7 was amazing, part of me deep down still prefers the classic third-person style, but I think that's just down to nostalgia. Now if we look at all the games in the series though, RE1, 2 and 3 were the classic survival horror with fixed camera angles, and RE4, 5 and 6 were more of the horror action-adventure style. So I think RE7, 8 and 9 will be the first-person survival horror. So how then can RE8 build upon or improve from RE7? So I was looking back on how Resident Evil 2 improved upon the first game, and one thing that stood out was the scale of the game. So Resident Evil 7, much like the first Resident Evil game, took place almost entirely within a mansion or estate, but with Resident Evil 2, the sequel, the game took place in a city, Raccoon City. So we went from a mansion estate to an entire city, and I think RE8 can do something like that by having the game take place in a larger area. Another aspect that I hope RE8 can incorporate from the older games are the multiple playable characters. With RE1, you could select Chris or Joe from the start, and while the game took place in the same mansion, depending on the character chose, you'll play that part of the story, which would offer a different experience. RE2 took things a step further by introducing the zapping system, where the two characters will have 2 different scenarios each, resulting in a total of 4 scenarios. So hopefully RE8 will include something like that. And one last thing that I want in the next game is more enemy variety. I think the weakest aspect to RE7 is the lack of different enemy types. The game effectively only had one type of enemy, the modded, which then had 3 different variants. That is fewer when compared to previous games where you had iconic enemies like the Lickers, the Hunters, all of which look distinctively different. As for the story, I like how Capcom were able to tie in the overall Resident Evil lore within RE7, while at the same time managing to introduce new elements to make it feel like a new arc in the existing Resident Evil universe. I won't spoil the ending of RE7, but it definitely left some burning questions as to where the overall story is heading. And hopefully that's answered in the upcoming free DLC Not a Hero, which is supposed to be released in spring. As a fan, I would like to see some classic characters to be more involved in the next game. Resident Evil 8 is still probably some ways off, but while we wait for that, we still have that Resident Evil 2 remake coming, which should help keep the interest alive while Capcom works on it. So what do you guys want from the next game? go ahead and leave a comment below. I really think Resident Evil 7 is a step in the right direction for the series, and it'll be interesting to see what the next game brings. Yeah, thanks for watching, and as always, take care.